So this project is Of the Earth, which is a short film. I wasn't like a big fan of this one, um, mostly for the reason I'm not really a film student, so it wasn't really down my lane, and it was very slow and sluggish. There wasn't a lot going on, obviously given like the nature of the film and what the film is about. But it was very difficult for me to maneuver editing. Um, there was footage and it was great, but it was just really slow and sluggish. So I tried to incorporate a lot of cuts, so hopefully the viewer wasn't like getting too bored. Had things moving that way. So that was a big challenge that I ran into, and that's kind of how I chose to deal with it. Try and get as much cuts as I can within any given scene. you know Overall, like I enjoyed it because it was neat. I like that the footage was color graded. It was a higher production, um you know compared to some of the other projects, higher production, piece of work. So I think that like those kind of things I liked about it more, but it was definitely difficult for like the editing process. The timeline's nice and clean. I like that. It was really good. um I learned some pretty cool tricks. My favorite thing was shots of action. You know what I mean? Like um using different shots for the same scene. So the very first opening scene I did this, where I had the boy that was in the car, and then I had a shot of the car from outside. So that was really cool, right? Like a little establishing shot. So there was a couple of shots throughout like that that I really enjoyed. Those were really nice. I also enjoyed cutting between dialogue um, that I saw with when the boy was kind of came to the house and was like, I know you're in there. That part of the film, that was really nice to cut between that, and try and make sure everything was continuity was preserved. I actually enjoyed that. So there was a lot of things that came together that actually made this an enjoyable process for me, even though it wasn't my favorite project. It was enjoyable in certain ways. So overall, it's pretty decent film, and yeah. So that's my take on the Of the Earth.